Hello everyone, welcome back. In this tutorial, we are going to talk about how exactly HTTP server works. As we all know, in our previous tutorial, we have configured a HTTP server. Now, if you go to a client PC, let's say PC 9, and open its browser, also, if you open the simulation, then you can see how it exactly works. Here, we will type helloworld.html. Click go. You will see a packet is here. It has created a packet. Click on the packet, and then you will see that this client, the DNS client, sends a DNS query to the DNS server. If you click on outbound PDU details, and if you go down, then the DNS query, this client is sending helloworld.html. This client doesn't know the address of helloworld.html. That's why it's sending a query to the DNS server. Now, close the window and click on the play button, and you will see that it has traveled from the client to the switch. Click on the packet now, and then go to the outbound PDU details. Go to the bottom of this window and DNS query. It doesn't know the IP address. Now this packet will travel all the way from the client to the DNS server. If you click on this packet, you will see that DNS server has an answer. And the answer is the IP address of helloworld.html is 192.168.1.6. It's sending the packet back to the client with this answer. The answer is traveling all the way from DNS server to the client. Okay. It has received an answer. Now, what is the answer? The answer is this, the IP address 192.168.1.6. Now, client knows the IP address of helloworld.html is this one. Now, it will send a request to get access to that web page. As you can see, it's traveling all the way to the HTTP server. And then the server will reply back. It's traveling all the way from the server to the client. Done. If you click on this one, If you close the simulation, if you click on this one, you will see that this client can see the contents of hello world.html. If you click on a small page, you will see my name here, hello world. My name is Tanveer. So this is how exactly it works. When you type a domain name on your web browser, it sends a request to the DNS server first, because it doesn't know the IP address of that web page. The DNS server then replies back to the client with the correct IP address of that web page. Then the client PC sends a request to that IP address in order to see the contents of that web page. Once it sends the request to that IP address, which is the IP address of the HTTP server grants the access to that web page. And this is how HTTP server works behind the screen. In our next tutorial, we're going to talk about FTP server. I believe you have all enjoyed today's lesson.